Imagine being able to order pizza with just a conversation with an AI agent that you have. Well, that's exactly what someone did using AutoGPT. Take a look.
Hello, I am here at your service. What would you like to do?
I'd like to order a pizza.
What type of pizza would you like to order?
An 11-inch pepperoni pizza, regular crust.
Okay, great. I will first search to find a good pizza place in your area.
I will now call Zapizza using the Twilio Voice API and order you a pizza. Hello, I would like an 11-inch regular pepperoni pizza for pickup.
Now, isn't that amazing? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing on how you can actually install your own AutoGPT agent in which you can do a lot of different tasks with you, as well as helping you with different tasks that you might need assistance with. In today's video, I'm going to also showcase the installation as well as giving you an analysis as to what AutoGPT is and how you can actually have a voice speech recognition AI agent. And with that thought, guys, before we actually get into the gist of the video, if you guys haven't seen my AutoGPT video where I talk more in depth about the analysis of the actual application, definitely check this out, and I'll leave the link down in the description below. And in terms of all the other links, I'll also leave them in the description below. Now, if you guys haven't checked out any of my previous videos, there's a lot of value and there's a lot of content that you'll definitely benefit from. If you guys aren't subscribed, definitely subscribe, turn on the notification bell, like this video, and with that thought, let's get right into it. So, what is AutoGPT? There has been a lot of craze over the internet about this application. Well, what it actually is, it's an autonomous AI agent application, and it's basically an experimental software application that demonstrates the capabilities of GPT-4 language model. Now, for the people who do not know what GPT-4 is, it's an advanced artificial intelligence system that can basically generate human-like responses to a given input. Now, AutoGPT is designed to showcase the potential of this technology by allowing users to set goals and objectives for the system to achieve autonomously. Now, this program is powered by GPT-4, which uses a form of machine learning known as language modeling, and this means that it analyzes large amounts of text data and learns to predict the most likely words and phrases that should follow a given input. Now, with this ability, the system is able to actually chain together thoughts in a way that leads towards achieving a desired goal that you set, and this is something that we can see in this little demo right here. Now, the reason why AutoGPT is unique is that it operates autonomously without any human intervention. This means that it's capable of making decisions and taking actions based solely on its own internal process, as one of the first examples of GPT running fully autonomously. And with that thought, guys, this is something that I've covered previously in my video where I go more in depth, so I highly recommend that you check it out. And for the people who do not want to install this locally, there's actually an application and a video that I talked about, and I'll leave all those links down in the description below. Now, some of the features that I want to talk about before we actually get into the installation part: that you get to access the internet, you have long-term and short-term memory management. GPT-4 is the conjunction that is basically run and off of for the text generation, and you're able to do a lot more with some of these other features. Now, in terms of what you will need to actually install your own autonomous AI agent, first things first, you're going to have Git installed. This is to clone the repository onto your desktop. You can do this for any CPU or processor that you have. Secondly, you will need Python. Python is going to be the code editor, the actual code editor of your actual prompt, and as well as your AI agent application. So this is something that you will need to actually run the application. And lastly, you will also need Visual Studio Code. This is optional. Obviously, you can use your own code editor that is given with your actual processor. But in my case, Visual Studio Code is something that is quite appealing and something that is quite easy to use. So definitely get this, as it's definitely recommended by me. Now, another thing that you need to also have is an API key that has a balance on it. Now, if you don't know what the pricing is like, it's quite easy to install as well as pay for. You don't need that much usage for this API key. Max you will probably spend is around $5 for this actual experiment. So definitely get this installed, as it's very cheap, and I'll show you what you can actually do. Now, in terms of Pinecone, this is another API key that you will need in terms of actually hosting the memory, short-term memory, as well as the long-term memory on this web server. So make sure you have a free API key set up from Pinecone, as this is something that you can easily install and get a free access towards. And lastly, if you want the speech recognition system installed for your AI agent, you want to make sure that you have an 11 Labs actual application or account installed, as you'll be using their free API key for their speech recognition system for your AI agent. Now, this is another video that I actually talked about, and if you're interested, I'll leave that link also in the description below, talking a little bit more about 11 Labs. But with that thought, let's get to the next step where we talk a little bit more about installing the actual AI agent. Okay, time for the installation. So I'm going to leave this link down for the GitHub link, and this, what you're going to be doing now is clicking on code and copying the repository link. Once you have done that, open up command prompt, and from this we're basically going to clone it onto our desktop. So what you will do is git clone, paste the link, and click enter. Now what it will do is install the files onto your local desktop, and once that is completed, you want to click into the folder of AutoGPT by typing cd AutoGPT, and you want to click enter. Now what we're going to be doing is installing the packages of that file onto your desktop. So what you can do is go to the next step, and this is where I'll show you. So with the next step, you're going to install the requirements into the actual folder, and this is the command that you'll be pasting. I'll leave this in the description below so it's easier for you. And what you want to do is click enter, and once that is done, you'll start installing the packages, and I'll get to the next part where we'll actually start using the Visual Studio Code to start unpacking the actual package. Once it is installed, you can open up Visual Studio Code, and what you want to do is open up the folder by clicking this button, and once that is done, we'll get to the next start once we have opened it up. Once you have opened it up, you can trust the authors. It's quite safe, so don't worry about that. And now what you want to go is to the .env.template file. And what you want to do here is rename it. And what you want to do is take out the template. Once you have taken that out, you can save the file. And what you can now do is start inputting your API key as well as your 11 Labs key. And if you're going to be using Pinecone for your short-term and long-term memory storage, you can also input it over here. So once that is done, I'm going to get to the next step and show you guys where to input it. And from that, you can also input different plugins as well as different features. And this is something great about this actual application, where it talks about some of the documentations that you can actually imbibe with this actual application. You can actually have a web search installation. You can also have a memory installation, which is the Pinecone. In terms of web search, you can also incorporate Google's API system so that it can search the web with Google. And what you can also do is the voice TTS, which is 11 Lab, which is something that I'm going to be installing with this API key. And an image generation is something that you can also use. So there's different use cases for this actual application. So if you want to use the full capabilities of it, you can input all of them. But in my case, I'm only going to be doing the memory and voice one, because we're not going to be incorporating a lot of different things, as we're going to be using this agent for small menial tasks. So what I did is inputted my OpenAPI key, and this is what you can get from actual openai.com, and I'll leave this link down in the description below. So what I talked about before is that you want to make sure that you have credits, and what you do is create your own secret key. And once you have uploaded it in the billing section by adding your own credit card, you are going to be setting a limit as to how many tokens you will spend for this experiment or your actual menial task that you'll be running with this application. So once you're done that, you can copy the key, you can paste your OpenAPI key. Obviously, don't even try to copy mine, because I'm going to be turning this off after this video, so don't even try. You can also input your Azure key. In terms of using different LLMs, you can plug and play different things. Now, in terms of memory, I inputted my own Pinecone key, and I put my environment, and this is something that you can get on your Pinecone actual data space. And once you go to the API key after you create your free account, you can copy your own key and copy the environment over here and paste it where the environment is, and you can paste where the API key is. Now, in terms of the speech aspect of this, I'm not going to show you that right now. I'm going to show it at the end of the video, because I want to show you guys how you can actually configure it as well as play around with your actual AI agent. Now, what you can also do is play around with the temperature as well as the actual parameters it uses with the LLM models. And this is something that you can actually play around with, and there's demonstrations as to how you can use it, have it installed on a Docker system, or have an image generation system that is provided. You can also play around with the Hugging Face audio to text provider. You can play around with the GitHub API key, web browsing in terms of using Google, Firefox, Chrome, or Safari. and you can also have the TTS provider, which I'll show you shortly. And another thing that you can do is Twitter API and your allow listed plugins that you can actually incorporate from third-party companies with the actual application. And this is another video that I plan on releasing, as this enhances the application to another level in basically providing you with solutions to complex training and solutions towards complex tasks. Now, once you have inputted all these API keys, what you want to do is click save. And the next thing that you want to go is into the main Python folder or the file. And what you want to do is on the top right corner on Visual Studio Code, you want to click enter. And what this will do is it will start running the terminal of the actual application. And once this is ready, it will start downloading the files, and we'll get back to you once it is ready to run. So once that is done, you can basically get to the next section, which basically tells you welcome to AutoGPT. You can create an AI assistant by typing / manual mode, or you can start by naming your actual AI. Now, what you can do is, in this case, they had an example of Entrepreneur GPT, and you can describe the AI's role. In this case, they designed to autonomously develop and run a business with the sole goal of increasing your net worth. And then you can upload up to 5 goals with your AI. And in this case, he put 1, 2 by putting a comma between each of the goals. And then you click enter. Now, if you don't have a particular goal set, or like if you don't have a particularly 5 goals, then you can even reduce it to like 3 or 2, etc. And if you have more goals, you can also input another objective afterwards. And that's basically it for actually running your own agent, guys. This is quite easy. Now, what I'm going to be showing you guys is how to actually install the actual aspect of an 11's lab as well as a speaker to your actual AI agent. So with that thought, let's get to the next section where we actually implement an AI system that speaks to you. So I'll leave the link down for 11 labs in the description below. And basically what you want to do is go to resources, and you want to go into documentations. And I believe once you are here, you can then set up your API key as well as get started with your free access. And obviously this is only after you install and get your access to the actual account on 11 labs. So leave this other tab open, but what you want to do is click on profile and click on profile settings when you click on this icon on the top right. And what you want to do is copy your key. And once you have done that, you want to go onto your actual .env folder that we actually edited before, and you want to copy this over here. And once you have done that, you can actually input different voice IDs to make it replicate your voice or someone else's voice. And what you can do is go into the voices and get voices over here, and you have different objectives as well as different like labels as to how you can tweak around with it. So obviously this is something that will require you to get a lot of time to get adjusted with, because there's different voices, and once you have a particular voice in hand, you can get the voice, copy that actual environment's code, and you can paste it in your voice ID section over here. And you can even have multiple different voices that will definitely output for your basic AI agent. And that's basically an example of how you can actually set up your own AI assistant, guys. I hope you found this video quite beneficial for you guys, because this is quite unique, and this is an autonomous agent that will definitely be solving a lot of complex tasks in the future. Now, if you want me to do different types of videos and different demonstrations on how you can actually use this application with different cases, I can definitely do so. And I'll leave all the links down in the description below, as well as like the analysis videos of AutoGPT, as well as 11 labs. So with that thought, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please check out my other videos, because there's a lot of content that will definitely benefit you guys. And if you guys haven't seen the videos that I talked about in today's video, definitely check those out. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell, like this video, because that will really mean a lot to me, guys. And with that thought, I'll see you guys next time. Have an amazing day, have an amazing smile, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, fellas.